In today's video, we will be doing some price analysis on VeChain, have a look at some key statistics and then jump into some price analysis and have a look at some potential areas that you could invest and then some targets going forward. So first up, please make sure you do hit that like button, that you are subscribed to my channel, and let's crack on. Right, so let's get started. I want to start off by taking a look at some general market sentiment and then we'll jump into some VeChain analysis. So this is the Bitcoin dominance chart. As you can see, we are currently 59.86% dominant of the entire market, and that is Bitcoin, but we are downtrending. I mean, you could say the entire move has been downtrending from top to bottom. But, I mean, that was the trend and then we pretty much broke it. And we have been in, if you look at that grey box, that was a consolidation zone. And we are starting to tank a little bit more now. I've got this key level marked up here because we have wicked down to this a few times. We've actually dropped through it today, so that's a good sign. If we do close below this level on the daily time frame at 59.7 cent, we should really start to come down and hitting this massive area of Bitcoin support at 57%. Last time we was down here was September 2020 and then we pushed on. So if we do come back down to this level again, you will know about it because alts will start popping and you will see them all flying all over the place. If you just take a look at Ethereum BTC, this is a main driving factor in the fact that Bitcoin dominance is going down. Ethereum BTC is breaking out. We still need to look at these two levels really. This is the first one to get through at 0.035 and then we have some monthly resistance at 0.37. I think once we do break out of those, dominance should really start to push down and altcoins should start to push on. So let's get talking about VeChain. Just looking at there currently, entire crypto market cap $1.9 trillion. So we are closing in on $2 trillion, which is absolutely massive. Just change that to dark and let's have a look at VeChain. Have a look at some of the key stats first. So VeChain is currently ranked number 21 and has a coin price today of 0.09017. So that's pretty much 9 cent on the nose. We have pretty much closely been up to 10 cent but rejected just below it. Market cap $5.8 billion, and if you look at the volume, $887 million per 24 hours, which is absolutely massive. The supply is quite a big supply really. The total supply is 86.7 billion. Currently in circulation it's 74% of that, which is 64.3 billion. Markets where the volume is getting mostly traded, Binance is getting a fair old chunk. If you look at that, the top 11 exchanges, well, the 11, top 11 pairs are on Binance, so it is the best place to get it. It has got a high confidence rating. I personally, if I'm doing any trading, I tend to do it on Binance. The fees aren't the best in the world, but it's not too bad. And as long as you're not trading consecutively every minute, then I don't think you're going to get, you shouldn't worry about fees anyway. If you are not on Binance already, you'll find that link in a pinned comment and the description. So that's some of the key stats. Let's jump back to TradingView now. And we'll take a look at both the USDT and the BTC pairing for some potential buy zones. I've got some support levels down here, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to get rid of them because I do not believe we will come back down to those levels again. I think this is the start of the next parabolic move. If we just look on the daily time frame here, we have done quite a solid move. I just want to put a Fibonacci on this move here, and this will give us some potential buy zones if we do start to come down. As you can see, we've nearly wicked down to that 382 level, which is usually an area I like to target to invest, so we may have missed that. And I also like to look at this level as well, but I think on the daily time frame, I don't think we're going to come down to those levels again unless we get a massive shakeout, which is always possible. So if we do get a big shakeout, then look at this 618 level at 6 cent. But let's drop into 4 hour. This is what I'm going to do pretty much most of the TA because it will give us some key levels where we can look at potentially buying in. So let's just analyze this move here. I mean, you could say this is the latest move, but let's just have a look at this move and see what percentage of retracement we have done. Yeah, we've dropped down to 618. As you can see there, we've wicked right through it. So if you had some orders placed there, it would have taken off and it would have pushed up. So I think that might be the buying opportunity there done. So let's just drop right into the daily time frame, sorry, the hourly, and we can analyze this move here. So as you can see, that's the buy zone on the daily. That was a buy zone on the 4 hourly. And then if we just put the fib on from the bottom to the top here, these are the buy levels. So if you're looking to buy, I would place some orders here at 0.0859 cent. Chances are it may not get filled, but you just have to monitor price and see how the market goes. VeChain, I would say, has been pretty much consolidating pretty much within around this range for a while now. Even, let's just put a consolidation box there. Let's change the colour because everything's purple and we're getting lost. Change that to that. So that is a consolidation zone there. We have been in and around this area for a while now. I mean, you could drop it right down to there. I do think that we're going to break out very, very soon. Just going on to the 4 hourly. Look at the MACD. It was bearish for a while, but these couple of candles here have ticked as bullish. We've got a bullish cross here, right at the bottom. You can see that there. So I'm expecting that this is ready to rally very, very soon. Let's just get rid of that box. It looks a bit of a mess. We may get some orders filled down at a 618 level, which was at 8.6 cents. So I have some orders there. But if not, I think anywhere around these levels, within around this box that I marked up, will be a nice level for you to achieve. So yeah, the MACD is looking very bullish on the 4 hour, so I reckon that is going to push soon. Looking at the daily, the MACD is quite bearish, to be honest. I mean, you could say this is the end of that MACD bearish phase and we could start pushing up, but let's monitor at 4 hour. And see how that goes. As you can see, the RSI is around mid-ground, so there's plenty of manoeuvre, plenty of room above us to start pushing up and targeting some new all-time highs. My first target is 10 cent. I've had 10 cent up there for a while. I think that we did get close to it, up to 9.9 cent, and then we rejected. I've said this before on many of my videos. If you're ever looking to buy a project and then take profit, say for example, you buy a project at $1 and think, right, I want to sell that at $10. Try not to have some orders at $10. Have your orders about 9.9 or 9.8 or 9.7 because you get front run by the whales and that's where they make the most of the money. They just drop it all just before everybody else can sell theirs at $10. So a good tip for you there, just sell slightly under the actual round number. So that is a couple of buy zones there, and that is my first target at 10 cent. I'm not going to put any targets above. I have got one up there at 15 cent on my second target, but I will really analyse that once we do break through 10 cents. So when we do break through that, I will do another video with some further price analysis. So that's a Tether pair covered. If you just look at BTC pairing, this is a fib I had on from the last price analysis video. This was a fib from the bottom and moved to the top, and I identified this area as buy zone at 150 sats, and we've come into that area. We've even gone down to 144 sats, but I think this is a perfect buy zone. I mean, if BTC goes on a run and it goes 65-70k, this will be a buy zone because altcoins, when BTC is pumping, unfortunately start to drop, but that could be a good level. So if you're looking to buy, I would have some buy orders probably laddered from this level here. So you could have some at 150, 140, 145, 135 all the way down to 135 around here. So maybe put 4 orders in there. Say for example you had $100, 25, 25, 25, 25, all the way down, ladder them in. And if a couple of those get picked up, then happy days. If you all get picked up, bonus, you can just average them all together for one order. So that's your buy zones there. In terms of targets, I mean, so let's just have a look on my daily, see what we've got above us. Yeah, I think that's a first target there. If we do push on, I think on the BTC pair, this is a first target to get through, which is 232 satoshis, and then this could be a nice level here on top of that wick. There are some natural levels of resistance that we need to break through. So we've got 197 and 237 are pretty much areas that you could look to sell to accumulate lower. So that's going to do it for today's analysis. That is just some general market sentiment and then some buy and sell zones for VeChain on the BTC and the USDT pairing. So that will do it for today's video. If you do have any questions, then jump into my Telegram group, which is the Crypto Troops. You'll find that link in a pinned comment in the description. If you are not already, then please subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.